Hey guys, hope you're all doing fine. Today I'm going to be solving Leetcode problem number 1304, and it's called find n unique integers sum up to 0. So given an integer n, return any array containing n unique integers such that they add up to 0. So it says I have to pick up n unique integers, and those n unique integers will have to sum up to 0. And unique integers meaning that I cannot take one number more than once. So n unique integers meaning n different numbers. So suppose there's a number 1, and if I were to pick a pair where two numbers would add up to 0 and one of the numbers is 1, then the other number would be -1. That would sum up to 0. Similarly, 2, and I'll have to add -2 to make the sum of two numbers 0. So if n is equal to 4, meaning I am required to take 4 numbers, then these two pairs can sum up to 0. And of course 4 is an even number, and if n is equal to 5, then I would be requiring an extra 0 because these 4 numbers already sum up to 0. So this is how we can go about solving this problem. We need to find how many pair of numbers we need to take which are similar to this pattern, like 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3, and so on. And of course, if n is even, then that's all. And if n is odd, that means there is one extra number remaining after taking the pairs, and that number would be equal to 0. So if n is equal to 5, the numbers are 1, -1, 2, -2, and two pairs that sum up to 4 numbers, and the extra number would be 0, since these 4 numbers already sum up to 0. Similarly, if it's n equal to 4, then we need two pairs, this type of pairs, 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3. Then only we use 1 minus 1, that's one pair, and 2 minus 2. So here you can see that the pair is consisting of a number that is positive and another number that we can get from multiplying that positive number by -1. And that's all you need to do with this problem. So it is very simple, and we have to return a vector of integers. So vector int result vector, and I was saying that we need to find the number of pairs that we're going to be using. So it's n divided by 2, and we're going to loop from 1 till limit I plus plus, and we're going to push in the values of I and minus I. So result vector dot pushback I, and as I was mentioning that I would need to take two numbers such that one number is positive and the other number is such that we can get that number by multiplying the positive number by -1. So I and minus I would construct one pair. So this bit of code is giving us even number of elements, right? So if n is odd, as I was mentioning, then we need to push in an extra 0, since the pairs are already giving us a sum of 0. And we return the vector. Okay, so yeah, this is, of course, I need to use this if statement. Yeah, as you can see that it has been accepted, and notice here that I have been using values from 1 till limit, right? Now, it says that the numbers have to be unique, and we can use any number we want as long as we are not repeating the numbers. But here I have chosen 1 and 2 for n equal to 4. I can choose any element like 1, 3, 8, and so on. But take a look here that the difference between 1 and 3 is 2, and the difference between 3 and 8 is 5. So I am going to be needing a set of values such that I can easily loop through to those values rather than manually putting the values or setting the values in. So that is why I chose 1 and 2, since I chose from 1 till n by 2, since it would be easy to loop through to those numbers. So that's all for this problem. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you want to, and I will see you next time.